Have any of you ever wanted to play an Apex iron, but you've always thought that your game's not good enough for them? Well, don't you worry, Poppy. This is the new Callaway APEX Dangerous Cod Breath. Please let me say it. This is the new Callaway APEX Deep Cavity Back Iron, the DCB. And it's Callaway's most forgiving Apex iron ever. Yes, they are bigger. Yes, they go for bloody miles. Did you hear that? Ball's okay. We'll get back to the sound in a minute, but this is the fastest iron that has come out of the robot-infested Callaway HQ. And again, it's all thanks to Al, me, it's an I, AI, thanks to AI. These have been hardwired for the golf that needs a bit more confidence behind the ball. And this thing's actually forged, which usually you would only associate with a better player's iron, but not anymore. Every man and his dog can now have a piece of the forging pie. Love pie. Let's hit a few and get back to that sound, because it's a very peculiar one. Sounds like someone firing an elastic band in like a church hall. I wouldn't say it's a bad sound, it's just unique. Hard to really tell in here. This can really over-exaggerate a sound, so. Anyway, to the address position, and this is the angle where you straight away know why it's called a DCB. It's pretty big, I feel very confident behind it, and there's going to be no problem with launching it into my left nostril. One thing that this iron does not lack is tech. There is so much technology in this thing. Usually you'd say it's quite small. How have they managed to fit all this tech in there? But looking at this, there is a lot of space for a lot of cool things to happen inside it. We've got the AI designed face cup, which is basically giving us extremely fast ball speeds and high ball flights. Then we get to the mid to long irons, the daunting sticks in the set. These now feature 50 grams of tungsten per iron head, to precisely position that CG location to obviously enhance launch, get the ball in the air and going a long way. And even forgiveness in the whoopsie areas. Still can't do that though, you can't hit it there, all right. Then Callaway come to a bit of an issue. Bigger irons aren't known for feeling good. Apex is. DCB is a big iron and it's Apex. Fight! Not really. But Callaway is saying that they've actually managed to include a 1025 carbon steel, forged, and still include all the distance and forgiveness enhancing technology in one package. This does feel remarkably good for its size. The sound, not overly keen on. It sounds solid, probably a little bit too solid. So with this, I'm not really looking at performance, because as we've said before, this isn't an iron that's targeted at me. I don't need help getting it in the air, but I still wanted to give irons like this a shot. So for that reason, I'm playing this in the 7 iron, and I'm playing a recoil dart graphite regular, because it's a terrible golf swing. But this is where it's a giant Barney hug. I've basically just nearly shanked that, but look, we're still on the dance floor nearly. Could I have done that with the MB irons? Absolutely not. Brenda would have got it on a lap. It's not a bad sound. I take that back. It's not a bad sound. It's just, I don't know. What is it? Very elasticated, churchy, holy vibes. I wonder if I can get an elasticated sound effects and put it in a whole environment to see if it sounds similar. Don't know right now, but this is what I came up with. Does it sound like this? It's loud. But if I put my dad's shoes on for a second, someone that does need a bit of help with getting the ball in the air, He would enjoy golf a lot more gaming these. I don't think he'd be that bothered about the sound. If anything, he'd probably like it because it sounds like a cannon. I'm hitting these so bad. So this does fall in the distance category. I'm hitting these extremely easy to start off with. If we give it a bit more, what we're going to get? Strike it like that, not much more. So I could have stuck in a X-Flex steel and tried to bash this 7-iron as long as possible. Instead, I decide to slow it down, try and enjoy a graphite for a change, something different, try and put myself in somebody else's shoes for a second. And yes, it's going a long way. This is a 30-degree 7-iron, it's pretty strong. But understandably, I'm going left. I've got the hookses. But out of anything with this iron, the one thing that's really impressed me is the height. This thing is going very high, which is exactly what Callaway set out to do. So we're getting mid 6,000 backspin, ample enough with the 7-iron, especially at the descent the thing's coming in at. Straight down. Feels extremely solid. Look at that, straight down. So the other tech stuffed inside this 100% forged body, of course, includes tungsten, energy core, and urethane microspheres, the bubbles. Got ya. But if there's one word that I would say that defines technology in the last few years, it's progressive. And that's exactly what these irons are doing. Progressing. So the AI design face cup is in the 4 and 9 iron, along with the urethane microspheres. The tungsten energy core is in the 4-2 approach wedge. And Callaway's handicap rating for this is a 12 handicap plus. And I've said this before, and I'll say this many times again. They've got to do that. They've got to say, look, this is a mid handicapper, low handicapper, better player. But there's no problem with someone that's struggling with club head speed, struggling with ball speed. There's a single handicapper that wants to get the distance. It's all about ball striking. It's all about what you've got as a package. So don't feel that because you're a better player in handicap that you need to have a blade. It's complete codswallop. It does everything you want it to do, doesn't it? For me, the dangerous cod breath ticks every box except for the acoustic section. Look, just for sakes, change ball. How weird. So numbers here are, like I said earlier, irrelevant. This is not fitted to me, this iron. I did that on purpose. What is that? That's in the twilight zone. Who's past Brenda? Comment section. Who lives left of Brenda? Because they've just received a golf ball. But the thing that really impresses me year on year is the development of the big boys, the big manufacturers, being able to include the backspin in something so big. Strongish lofts. Strong lofts, not ish, but we're still getting this like stalling ball flight. You would have thought with a graphite 7-iron, and I'm glad I didn't see this, we would be achieving gazillions of yards, but we haven't. As soon as I tried to accelerate, which is partly down to the shaft, no doubt a bit low spinning shaft, I could have got it out a lot further, but it didn't allow me to, and I'm glad. I'm glad it just spun up in the air, went higher. Because you don't want that inconsistency of strike. One high, one low, one toe, one heel. They're all going different distances in different directions. It's not really the definition of forgiveness, is it? There'll be many people out there that'll be like, I came on this review, this guy's trying to smash this club. It's irrelevant. why have I found this video? And all I'm saying to you is I appreciate all golf technology. I will try junior clubs if there's some new innovation in there. It doesn't matter to me. Obviously it's not designed for me, that's fine. But I like to try and put myself in the position of someone that would be interested in this club, and I feel like I can. Distance, yes. Looks, yes. Feel, yes. Sound, it's a no. But guys, if this iron fits your category of club, make sure you test it out. Do not listen to any reviewer. You've got your own opinions, your own preferences. As I always say, get it on a shirt. I need to get it on a shirt, so I'm going to keep saying it. Doesn't matter what I think, no one cares. But guys, thanks as always for watching. If you're not a part of TEAMAL, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm streaming on Twitch. Live streaming on Twitch. We have lots of fun there. And remember to join our TEAMAL server on Discord. The best bunch of guys in the world. The community gets bigger each day. Banter, memes, golf chat, gaming chat, everything is in there. Link is down below. Thank you.